Sullivan. I live at 7 Morgan Drive. I'll join the previous speaker in thanking you all for your service to the town. It's a combination that's probably longer than most of us in the room who live in the community, and to the chief as well for his service and the command staff. It was interesting to hear Rudy indicate that Hooks at Issues is irrelevant. I think Hooks at Issues and the folks on the Budget Committee will operate through Hooks at Issues. Have been driving much of the negative criticism of the chief and the command staff. Sometimes on substantial issues, and sometimes it's on the pickiest stuff I've ever heard in my life. We must have had at least, since I've been in these meetings, 13 or 14 references to a meeting that could have been illegal. Started at a different time than posted. 13 times the folks here in front of us have said, our watch was off. We have this atomic clock over here now, so there shouldn't be any questions as to what time we start or finish. It still came across 4 or 5 more meetings after that. I don't know when. I've been having trouble trying to figure out when the nitpicking stuff comes off the long list of items that are justifying some of the pursuit of the fact that the folks in front of us are somewhat incompetent in their work. If you've got something serious and you want to bring it up 3 or 4 times, that's okay. The nitpicky stuff is just, after you get a mea culpa, let it go. Minutes, if I may. Minutes of a public meeting, the responsibility of that body, not of a citizen coming forward and saying, I don't like the minutes. I have my own recording. Here's the transcription. That is absolutely zero standing in a public body. None. If you want to send it in to the public body and they agree to accept it, they even file it or accept it and review it, it doesn't mean that they're going to change their minutes. They're not bound to do that. They're not even bound to let you stand here and recite why the minutes are wrong. If they listen to you, it's courtesy. So that this minutes thing has got to be ridiculous, actually. If we're taking it, that's it. It's in the possession of these folk, and that's the record. The minutes themselves are never meant to be a word-for-word document. They're a synopsis. Anybody who's spending time in public meetings or even business meetings knows that that's a good and functioning way of going. You have a basic idea what's going on. You need detail, move over. It was also interesting to hear Rudy state tonight that Hooks at Issues, and there are folks on Hooks at Issues, let me stop here for a moment. We're doing some positive things for the community. One of our officers had a problem, a tree went through the roof of his house. He's out there trying to fix it, he fell off, he injured himself. And one of the ladies on Hooks at Issues posted that, indicated people should come forward to help. Hooks at Landscaping jumped on within hours. Another lady volunteered, her capable and physically ready to go 17-year-olds. That's good stuff. That's a good thing for this operation to be doing. But if Rudy says he hasn't used that, I have what I think may be his most recent posting.
Point of order.
This is, I beg your pardon, this is October 5, August 5. Rudy says, after going through a lot of stuff here about the PD and how incapable they are, flux mixed with chaos and confusion with a dash of spite makes for gross mismanagement. I don't think that's very positive. And I think it does have something to do with what comes forward from other folk on this site. Now, the chief, we've gone on and on here for about the SRO, its position, whoever occupies it, should it be a full-time job or a part-time job? The folks who are supposed to make those determinations, largely the chief.
Mr. Sullivan, I have to call you. That's your 5 minutes.
I'll finish the two sentences if I may.
Okay.
Those are the two folk who should direct the program. And the kids are not being served by the controversy going on and on and on and on. The chief's taken action recently to appoint another responsible officer to handle that position. Officer Defina, totally without regard to his capability or not, and that position has been reassigned. The chief has taken charge of this situation, and since the school is starting next week, if we all get behind that new program, I think the kids would be better off, and the town would be better off. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr.